All right. So my apologies for the lack of music. I could not get things to like me. But it's fine. You can use your imaginations. That's what this game is all about. Um,
You can also send me the playlists, and you could tell me when to play which one, and I can share my
when I go
screen.
back and look at the recordings, I can see everyone's faces, or most of your faces, Max.
Listen, have to keep some kind of air of mystery here.
We know what you look like.
I've known you for years.
I don't.
Yeah, Lars doesn't.
He looks like an M and
See,
an
like
X.
exactly, like you guys couldn't see me gesturing towards Lars's little like window when I said that he can't.
Oh,
anyway,
this window.
Yeah, that window.
Last
This
we
one.
left off,
Right, last we left off.
you guys said goodbye to the snow spears and kind of just gave a fuck you to Aaron's mom. And Aaron started talking about having Nethi, the voice, continue to lead the tribe, and through some lucky rolls, you guys managed to avoid combat with Aaron's mom. Lucky persuasion rolls. And with that, you guys started to head sort of northeast-ish towards this mysterious tower that seemed to belong to a wizard of some sort or another, called Varahax, who was known to have some interest in magical items, in hoarding them, creating them, studying them, and on your way up there, you guys ran into another Azamar, Valk, and she explained that there's something within the tower that she needs to retrieve. With that, you guys arrived at the tower, which looked mostly collapsed, honestly, and kind of picked clean. You sent Biog in to scout, and she was immediately poofed by the cold proximity to these elemental spirits called cold snap spirits that are sort of drawn to the arcane energies. A glorious battle ensued to avenge Biog's memory. And several of you went down, some of you more than once. And it's with that we find ourselves once again still in the tower, in the foyer. What are you guys gonna do?
Well, we should probably deal with the elephant in the room oh god, those are even worse. That is Valk having straight up a magical transformation into Ophanim head.
Magical girls spinning around in circles.
Well, before at least Demir deals with that, she is going to check the grate that she is standing by towards the stairs, going downstairs. I want to make sure that nothing's coming up. I'm almost afraid to roll.
There's the spiral staircase. There's a set of stairs that's going downwards that has like a grate over it, blocking it off. Then there's a set going upwards to the second floor.
The second floor was like collapsed though, wasn't it?
The third floor was collapsed, and
Oh.
any floor the third floor is intact as far as you could tell. Welcome, Dove.
Can I try like? Well, the grate is covered, so I guess I'll like kind of peek up the stairs going up, and then I'll peek the stairs going down.
All right. Roll perception check.
I am kind of frightened too. Hang on. Okay. That's a 2 again. Are you kidding me? Total of 6.
2 dice. Change
Yeah,
them out.
I'm going to change out dice in a minute here, but that's a 6.
You don't hear anything up there.
Cool. Then can I peek through the grate to the stairs going down as well?
Yeah. The stairs, as far as you can see, they just lead down into darkness. The grate itself is locked.
Okay. I think we're safe to camp here for the night. Also, what is your face? To Valkyrie.
So, Valk kind of looks between all of you, thankfully with the eyes covered again, but you're all kind of astutely aware of what's going on there. And so says, I guess I do owe you guys a little bit of clarification. Clarification on
Clarification. You're gonna
Yes.
convert that.
Yes, time to join up with Tyr. Totally something that she is not interested in converting people. Clarification. There we go. God damn. Words are hard. So as I said, my father was a messenger of Tyr. I didn't exactly say that he was an angelic messenger of Tyr. There's a reason why the Ophanim don't have heirs typically. I can, of course, let you know more, but I think we should maybe solidify our position here before we get too comfortable.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. A lot happened back there. We got disconnected somehow. I turned into a bear, and of course, Hawk just sort of like gently gestures towards Volk there. And so yes, we absolutely should get camp set up.
Got disconnected. Fucking, I don't know how I keep getting surprised, but this shit keeps happening to us. I don't know what you are, half the words you're saying, and he's pointing, he indicates to Valk, and then he's like, me and Aaron fucking were blacking out every half a minute. This shit sucks.
Lish
Also,
is
what the fuck did you do? And he points to Lish.
gonna go around to like Levy, and like as Valk is like talking, he's kind of not really actually paying attention to Valk. He's going to like Levy and Toby and Aaron and making sure that they're not dying and dropping healing spells.
Yeah, when Toby is kind of freaking out, Demir is going to go over to him and just kind of like hand on shoulder.
Levy's already like tucked herself into his side, like, we're not good. She's just gonna kind of. I'm like to say that before he starts doing his thing, like when Demir's checking the grate, and then Valk does her short explanation. Like after the battle, Tobias is just standing there, like looking down at his head, just like, what the fuck happens? Just completely silent. And that's when he does his thing. It's just like, what is all this?
Aaron's just totally out of it, not really destroying anything, but is also staring at Valk and has been the entire time.
Oh, I was this close to fearing you as a little bit of revenge for the rest of the party, and I may have gotten a little excited about that. Sorry, Kenny, last game. Anyway.
Me? Oh no.
Erin, was it, right?
Yeah.
Let's maybe reinforce this grading because we are not in the position to deal with anything more. Do you think we could roll one of these boulders onto the crates or pieces of rubble?
Aaron just nods, not breaking eye contact with you, not saying a thing.
What eye contact?
Attempted eye
fair.
contact.
What feels like eye contact? Which, speaking of which, whenever she's talking to an individual, she's like making eye contact with you, but it's just like, so it's,
She's
That's
making
fair.
I can
contact where
appreciate
her
that.
eyes should be.
yes,
Quote unquote eye contact.
yes, quote unquote. But yeah, so between my 19 strength and what are you rocking, Erin?
14.
I thought you were the barbarian.
I know, you would
Be
expect better,
surprised.
wouldn't you?
Okay, does anyone actually have strength besides me in this party?
Demir does.
Demir.
She has the highest strength in the
Demir
party at
wants to win
15.
our wrestling contest.
Demir
Valk
actually
just
beat someone in
takes
our
off
wrestling
armor,
contest.
just boom.
But
boom.
she's the warlock part bard now. So let that sink in.
You got the perfect barbed
Look,
wire.
we've already established Demir's thighs could like break a man.
Also,
the-
I'm
that's not
the
the only
only
part of
one
her
in
that could break
heavy
somebody.
armor too, so it's just like all y'all's, and then Valk's just like that emoji of eye lip eye.
Take that, by the way, Avery. I rolled my dice today and I got a 15 and 18.
Yeah,
We're
I
all
rolled
gonna
earlier and I
die.
got like an 11, a 16, a 14. What? Are you okay?
I got brand new dice. And I
You're
got
happy.
You didn't warm them up or anything, did you?
I got a number 5, a 5, a 4, and a 1.
Oh
Yeah, that's
Oh
we're
no.
going in the bag.
no. Oh no.
But I got a 19 on the last dice, so we're okay.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Anyway, if you guys are going to try to roll a boulder over the grate, you can either roll strength individually or one of you can roll strength with advantage.
What do people
Judging
think?
from what Lars is saying about Valk being the strong lady, maybe it'd be better to just give her advantage.
Big strong lady.
Levy
Between you
heals.
guys.
Levy
Uh-oh.
heals for 18 and Tobias heals for 17. And I'm rolling for Aaron.
All right, cool. Thank you. She's feeling much better.
So you just add your strength modifier, right?
Yeah, just use
Yeah.
your strength modifiers to check.
Just D20 with your strength modifier.
Aaron heals for 8.
With advantage, I rolled an 11 and a 9.
So you start like kind of tugging on one of the boulders with Demir's help, and it's not really budging. The grate, once again, is locked from your side.
I would sleep more comfortably if we at least stacked some rocks on it, make it louder to open.
I can do plant growth over it, perhaps. Keep
I like
some
You
that.
got
vines.
like 40 fucking bear traps on us.
You got 40 bear traps that you could lay.
If that's out loud, Aaron just raises his hand. Like, yep, bear traps are here.
Well-
Meanwhile, while the boulder shuffling is happening, Levy has sat Tobias down somewhere. Because I'm assuming he's still just like, what the fuck?
So I'm fine with some rocks and like a perimeter of bear traps.
We have at
We can
least
definitely do that.
8 bear traps between these 2 points.
Aaron will come over and take out his bear traps. His fucking 8 bear traps.
How many bear traps do you set up?
Aaron, you have 8?
I have 8.
Cool. I've got 3, so that's 11 bear traps between us.
We have 12 bear traps among all the party members.
Oh, 11.
Oh, Hawk's got one
Excellent.
too. He's just not lending it.
Oh, we've got
No
12
bear is safe with the wild roses. Every bear is in
The-
danger.
Listen.
That trick.
I have an excuse. Outlander starts with a bear trap.
After like the 5th bear trap comes out, Valk is just sitting there just like, what is wrong with you people? I
Listen,
thought I
Valk-
was weird.
Val can have her many, many eyes, and we can have our many, many bear traps.
I have more eyes than you have bear traps.
Be not afraid of the bears.
We're working on it, okay?
Ugh.
We're not
I
working
mean,
on
it's
it
not
very
like whoever
hard.
owned them first used them.
I think Aaron puts out all 8 of his bear traps,
Okay.
and after having set down his last bear trap, continues shuffling around in his bag for a few minutes before realizing he's now out of bear traps.
How
Uh,
are
do you
people
want to
doing?
Mark on the map where you put the bear traps down.
Yeah. Is the thing Demir's standing by right now?
Yeah.
There's a big old grate in the northern end. Yeah.
Put some by the door too.
All right. So,
So
we
how
want...
are people's hit points?
Where's my
We're
marker?
getting a long rest, so we don't need to worry too much about that.
So we want like around here.
That is if we get the long rest and we don't wake up in the middle of the night.
That is if Avery
Paranoia.
doesn't wake us up. Like it.
And what?
Ian.
where's
Which
my
Avery?
I'm at 24 out of 68.
I'm at 19 out of 42.
After taking
18 out
out
of 62.
8, I'm at 26 out of 60, so I think I'm okay-ish.
I can cast more heals.
I'm gonna drop my healing hands and a cure light wounds on myself. And who wants my other cure light wounds?
I mean, if we're taking a long rest, Levy's just gonna do that. Just
In case we wake up in the middle of the night, though, it's generally
I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm at
Fair enough.
25 out of I'm at 25 out of 57. So
And probably my other frontline member, Aaron. You get a cure light wounds. How much is a cure light wounds again? I can't remember.
It's 1d6 per level, if I remember correctly.
Did I not write it down?
no, it's
Oh, I
it's
did write it down.
1d8.
It's a
It's
1d8,
1d8.
my bad.
Plus your spellcaster ability.
Okay, thank you.
modifier.
So I get 8. I'm up to 28 with my healing hands. And Aaron, you get, oh, I just rolled max. You get a full 11 more hit points. Waka
Oh,
waka.
nice.
And Valk is out. I am out of spells. I am out of abilities. I am out.
you're not out of
Nice.
hitting things real good though.
Oh, I'm just back down to normal amounts of hitting stuff as opposed to, you know. holy levels of hitting them out.
Orbital cannon.
Erin's eyes
You
are
know.
now not only looking directly at you, but at their brightest setting. And he just not yells, but just very, very quickly says in Celestial, "Excuse me, did you say angelic?"
At which point I respond in like a weird version of Celestial. Like where art
Celestial
thou,
accent.
Romeo levels of Celestial? Yeah. A messenger of Tyr, who is an angel. So nice to meet you, cousin. Well, not like necessarily we're actually cousins, but you know, we're all related at some level when the breeding pool is about this big for angels.
Are we all not children of God?
and then says in common, "Could everyone with eyes please look away?"
Lish looks at Aaron like,
That's his
Are
own
we-
prerogative.
Tobias doesn't question, he just throws his hood over his head and looks down.
Levy's just gonna huddle her face into like wherever, like Tobias's shoulder, I guess, because she's so what the fuck? Okay,
Hawks just like, I take it you're going to. Okay. And then
Aaron
just turns
nods.
around.
Yep.
Avery's
Uh,
expression.
Zamir like looks like she really does not want to like look away, but like she sees Lish doing it, and she's like, okay, but like,
It's,
Are we
it's-
about to
it's
have
less,
a
it's less
celestial
like this and more
measuring
like this.
yeah, here we go. I'm locking my eyes, guys.
I mean, technically, Jameer could keep walking if she leaves Aaron's blast radius.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna kind of like back up a little bit and also do.
And then, as I think about picking up on, Aaron's gonna activate his fucking necrotic shroud. So yeah, his eyes just go pure black, and a pair of fucking bone wings grow out of his back, and his shadow, which is normally brighter than everything else, turns like dark again, and there's just kind of darkness over him in general. And Ok, since we're talking, just face to face, I'm gonna need you to make a charisma saving throw.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay, lovely.
So the person
you...
who's literally a being of cause fear is feared by the other angel.
Yep, yeah. So you're now frightened. Don't know what to tell you.
No, they just need to have someone flick Valk on like the shoulder for 1 damage, and then she's fine.
I think it's less so much of a scared of you. It's a kind of horrified that you're a fallen Azamar, as opposed to,
Yep.
even though I have a fear radius, I'm not a fallen Azamar. I'm
You
something
haven't
else.
been rejected, and
Yeah,
I
and
have.
so she just kind of goes,
Oh.
And in angelic or in celestial goes, I'm so sorry. And it's more horrified at what the implication is that you have that form than necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah, he says, Steel, yes, it's taken some getting used to.
If there's any way that I can insist in that, please let me know.
Yep, I didn't say, If I can think of anything.
Can I look yet?
No, say I think so. Just be prepared for what I'm gonna look like.
I've seen it before. It can't be too much worse the second time.
Lish is gonna gather his pixies up and he's gonna step out the front kind of door where they came in, just to the outside.
Right.
Well-
Your it looks largely unchanged. You can see your guys' footprints, or the footprints of the giant. Did you summon owls or eagles last time? I can't remember.
They were
I think it was
owls.
owl.
Because I can only summon, I think, 2 eagles, but I can summon 8 owls. So
Yeah, it was owls last time.
yeah, I mean, he's just doing it to get away from Aaron, so he's not really looking at anything in particular.
Fair enough.
Hawk, unfazed, just goes about setting up camp as much as he can. Shame there's no firewood around here.
Come on, where's the one I'm looking for? Actually, when we were flying in, were there any level of plant life around?
There was like a odd, like scraggly bush, but not too much beyond that. There's you're kind of on a glacier at this point.
Yeah, I remember asking if there were any trees nearby for like potential shelter, and Avery said no. So
Yeah,
we're in like the deep ice wastes or whatever,
yeah. You're
way
on-
far north.
Is there any broken furniture on this level or the level above us?
I haven't checked the
not-
level above us, and I don't want to check it right now.
Well, we should probably check it before we bed down. Make
Oh,
sure that there
true.
isn't anything up there that's going to come in the middle of the night.
Oh, there's nothing up there. I looked.
If I remember correctly, when we flew into the tower, this was basically the only room that was still standing. Like the floor above had the upper floor collapsed into it.
That was
That's on
for-
top.
So
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? You cut out.
floor 1 and floor 2 are intact. Floor 3 seemed to have collapsed in on itself, and any levels above that lifted to the side and fell into the snow.
Oh, okay. And we are on floor 1.
You were on floor 1.
Sorry, I thought we were on like floor 2 or something. I don't know.
Well, whoever has dark vision should probably come with me and check it.
That wouldn't be me. I'll continue setting up camp.
Hey,
Aaron will just like tap up his eyes and say, "Yep, I'm not gonna." And then he's gonna look down at how he's still got a dark shadow and dark eyes and say, "I won't be lighting anything up though right now like this."
Well, so the two of us go check.
Okay. So the 2 Azamar, let me put your tokens on the next map. Just a second. So as you come up the stairs, you see a room that does look like it has significantly more rubble in it than the room down below. It looks like there once stairs that were leading upwards, but there are rocks covering them and where they had collapsed. Immediately across from you, you can see a a treasure chest with a couple of unmoving skeletons next to it. Let me get Roll20 to like me. Just one moment.
I just remembered Tobias has a lantern of revealing. Do you want him to come with you guys?
I would say yes, but don't use it immediately, so we can like go up in the dark, see what it is, and then activate it if we so choose.
And
Yeah,
Levy
he can
has
follow
that-
up behind you guys.
And Levy has
That's
that
fair.
thing where she can burn a fucking a rune to reveal glyphs and runes and shit around. So
Alright.
So Tobias, you're going up with that to Azamar.
Yeah, I will be following behind them.
I will add your token then.
At that comment, Aaron will say to Hulk, though I will start glowing in as soon as this is over.
We should probably deal with those skeletons quickly.
He'll nod.
How well equipped are the skeletons?
The two skeletons are laying on the ground, and they appear to have a short sword each. They're just laying there, and it looks like they're reaching for the treasure chest.
We should probably deal with that before they get into the treasure chest.
I think based on what DM described it's almost sounding as if they were in the midst of trying to get to the treasure chest and something stopped them, whether it be a trap on the chest or a trap in the room or a creature.
Wait, so unmoving skeletons reaching towards the chest.
Yeah, it sounds like that they were reaching and
Oh, okay.
kind of like, you know,
They're
how
in,
Pompeii,
like,
where
normal
people
people who
frozen,
died.
you know, in
Yeah.
place and stuff.
I've caught up now. I heard skeletons and thought motile, fight it skeletons.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well-
they're fixtures of the room at this point.
Yeah. Well, it's time. Let's check for traps.
Okay, so there aren't immediate combat threats. So yeah, let's clear the room and do what do.
So as you actually start doing that, one of the skeleton's heads lifts up.
Oh my god, guys.
Hey!
Towards you.
Oh, if only I had any spell slots left.
Come back. God damn it.
Skeletons start to stand up.
Tobias puts a hand on Valk and Erishel. He's like, wait, just bait them over. Just bring them over to us so we don't actually have to go into the room ourselves.
I didn't
True.
get to say that Levy would have gone with them. I
Valk,
mentioned her ability and
Sorry,
nobody
I
offered for her to
internet
go with.
cut out for a moment.
Sorry.
I couldn't hear anything.
we've been alerted not to go further into the room, and Valk turns around and kind of yells down the stairs like, well, yell, shout, project voice level. We have a situation up here.
All right.
Aaron
And
turns to Valk and says,
with
"Oh,
that,
good. The shouting will call them over."
for initiative.
Lisha's downstairs looking up the stairs like, you idiot, come downstairs.
Hang on.
Demir has the exact same response.
For some reason, it's not letting me create a turn order. Thanks.
Oh,
Roll 20. So you know what? I'll just do this manually.
that's fair.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of technology issues.
You try
Felix,
turning it
because
off and on
you
again.
mentioned that Levy had the abilities and would have been willing to go with, would you imagine
Yeah.
Levy to be like partway up the stairs like she saw
She
Yeah,
was
but
going after the
way
other
up the
two,
stairs.
and then
Well, she was with Tobias, and then he just
starting to
like went, and nobody
Okay.
asked me if Levy would have gone with, even though I mentioned her thing, and I was like, oh wow.
sorry, part of me was assuming that you were
Yeah.
falling behind.
Sorry, I
So
think
Levy can
got
be behind
steamrolled
Tobias,
there.
probably.
Like following up the stairs, but not reached the floor yet, or
I-
what
I-
have you.
I guess.
Yeah, you would be on the stairs. Valk, what's your initiative?
17.
17. Okay. Erin, what's your initiative?
20.
20. Okay. Toby, what's your initiative?
23.
All right. And then Levy.
15.
Okay.
I actually rolled good initiative for once in my fucking life.
Right.
Nice.
So, the skeletons stand and turn towards you. Now, Tobias, you're up first.
Okay. Is it possible for him to back up down the stairs to go to the lower floor? So that way we can bait the skeletons down the stairs to where everyone else is. That way we don't have to fight them on that floor.
You can certainly try.
He will do that then. He's gonna play it fucking safe. He's just gonna tell Valk and Aaron, follow me down the stairs, don't turn your back to the enemy. We're gonna bait them downstairs.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah. Do you want me to move Tobias's token, I guess, one space upwards, or however far he's able to go?
You can stand on the stairs if you want.
Okay.
You should be able to move him.
Yep. That's about the closest I can get to making him look like he's going down the stairs to the
Okay.
lower floor.
And that means it is Erin's turn.
Yeah. He'll take out his battle axe. And then retreat down the stairs after Toby.
Okay.
And it seems unlikely that we're gonna actually face combat this turn, but I do think he'll activate Rage as his bonus action.
Okay. The spirit of Areld appears behind you.
Perfect.
Is that it for your turn then?
I think so, yeah.
Valk.
I back up with the crew, making sure that I am keeping an eye on the skeleton's progress.
Okay. So many tabs, so little time. Okay. It is Skeleton 1's turn. So he is going to come right up in front of Erin. And what he's going to do,
Ooh, boy.
As you watch, Erin, the skeleton itself catches fire and flings itself at you. And I'd like you to succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Bitch, what the fuck? What?
Jesus Christ.
Superstar.
Oh god, the flaming skulls grew a body.
That is a 12.
You just succeed.
Oh, thank God.
So the skeleton fails in grappling you as it's on fire.
Well, that's nice.
Now it's Levy's turn. As you're walking up the stairs, Tobias just straight up bumps into you.
She's gonna kind of put her hands up onto his back and go, well, it took 5 seconds to find trouble. Like, she sounds so done.
I feel we should know better than to be surprised by this, but we're trying to bait the 2 skeletons downstairs.
I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed in the situation. She pats him on the back.
Flish downstairs,
I'm sorry.
like, what skeletons?
And is there any way I can like move around the people at the very top of the stairs and like squeeze between them so I can actually be on the map and know where I am and what I can be hitting and doing?
Yeah, you can move through friendly creatures' spaces
Like,
without
right there.
If you're squeezing up, Valk is and Toby are at the top of the stairs. You would come out of there.
There, okay. Well, that works.
And then you would have, I would say you can have 1 space of movement left.
Okay. Then
While
she
I
is
make it so that you can actually move your token.
yeah. Yay, thank you. Then she'll move to the side just a little bit just to get some distance because she's a sorceress.
All right.
And can I still take an action or am I done? Are we good?
You can take an action, yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to fuck it. All reliable. I'm gonna fire a magic missile.
All right, on which one?
The one that's right here, just the closest one.
The one that's on Erin.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll damage.
Yay. Another D4. Hang on. That was not me rolling. That was me getting another D4. That's gonna be 6 damage. Not great.
Okay. Let me mark that down.
Damage is damage.
Like she just got to the top, was like, God damn it. Pew pew.
And with that, it is skeleton number 2's turn. Since his buddy is dealing with Erin, he's going to come up to you, Levy. And he is also going to burst into flame and try to fling himself at you. Please roll a dexterity saving throw.
All right, let's see if I'm gonna regret not multi-classing into rogue. 14?
Yeah, you are able to avoid it grappling you.
And I don't regret it.
They're skeleton guys. They're weak. All right. So that means it's the top of the round, and it is Toby's turn. Toby, as you started pushing your way down the stairs, trying to keep your eye on the skeletons, Leafy kind of just weaved in between you and Valk and started to hang out with the skeletons.
Oh, this is the opposite of what I planned. God damn it. Well, I guess because it looks like since we're engaged at the top of the stairs that Levy's not going to be backing off, and Aaron is occupied with the other skeleton, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then at that point it's probably fucking fight, get it over with. Tobias will draw his bow. Concern. Let's see. I'm looking. Oh, there it is. Aha. Okay, fine. I suppose I do Crimson Right as a bonus action. Just to burst these things down. Of course it does the full 6, of course, because God hates me. I will be aiming for the one that is in front of Levy.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's an 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
An 11 misses.
Of course. Hit number 2. 26.
Definitely hits. Roll damage.
Ooh, baby. That'll be 7 damage total. Not
All right.
good, great.
Now we know
Damage
their
is
AC is somewhere between 12 and 26.
You're welcome.
All right. That means it is Erin's turn. Erin, there is a flaming skeleton right in your face.
Yeah, I gotta say, I am not loving that. Yeah. Is my necrotic shroud still up? Or
How
has
long does it last?
been? It lasts a minute, so
It's been a
probably
minute.
not. All right, that's fine then. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking battle axe that bitch.
Your rage should be up though because you took damage.
Yes. Okay. All right.
DM, can I
That's-
have the turn order here after Erin?
Yeah, when can the rest of the group?
Engage.
After Erin, can I roll initiative?
Yes.
Same. I did actually roll initiative at the beginning, but I can re-roll if you want to.
Okay. Well, if you rolled, I'll check in with you after Erin's turn.
It's all good. Actually, I would be right after Levy, so.
Okay.
That's a 15 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Perfect. All right. That's 10. All right. 7. And how much do I get off of my wage? That is 10 damage.
Not looking happy.
All right. We love to see it.
Your second attack.
Yep. That's gonna be a. That's a natural 1.
That misses oddly.
Really? Huh.
All right. With that, it is Valk's turn. Oh wait, hold on. Demir and Lish and Hawk, if you were joining in. Okay, 6 for. All right. Demir.
I got initiative 14.
Okay. And what's your dexterity?
15. It's really easy. All of my stats except for charisma are the same, and wisdom.
All right.
I wonder she's a jack of all trades.
And Hawk,
Master of
were you
none.
going
Might as
to
well, yeah.
join in? Or
Yeah, okay. I'm definitely joining in now because I just rolled a natural 20 on initiative. That's a
So what's-
23.
Okay.
Whew. Okay.
Okay.
I guess my one crit for the day is going into turn order. Nice.
All right. Valk.
I step forwards so people can start flowing in. If I step here, is one skeleton at my back then, or am I kind of dealing with both of them?
They are flanking you.
Okay, then I'm here. People can just squeeze around. At which point, I look at the skeleton being handled by the barbarian and go, nah, and bring out old trusty Warhammer to swing down on the other skeleton.
So the one in
Okay.
front of Levy, right?
Yeah.
All right. Roll to hit.
Let's see. Even with all my pluses to hit, we are looking at a 9, which we don't know their AC is higher than that. So I miss.
Misses. Second attack. Do you get one?
No.
Okay.
That's abilities, not
Okay.
attacks.
All right. Do you do anything else on your turn?
I'm out of spells. I'm out of abilities. Valk's just a regular human at this point.
All right. Regular human with lots of eyes.
And daddy
so-
issues.
So regular human.
Yep.
Seems normal.
So it is skeleton in front of Irin's turn. He's going to draw a short sword and try to hit you. Does a 19 hit?
Oddly enough.
Okay, so you take 2 piercing damage halved because you're raging, and then 5 fire damage.
Is the knife itself on fire, or is it just that the skeleton is, and so I'm uncomfortable with that?
The skeleton itself is on fire, and because it is on fire, its weapon seems to be heated.
All right, that makes sense.
When the skeleton hits with a melee weapon, the weapon deals an extra 1d6 fire damage. So, Levy. What you doing? You're muted. Muted.
My sound just did something weird again. I am also having technical difficulties today. It's great. It's my turn. Yes, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Oh Lord, I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look. See here. I would really actually like to shoot this skeleton full of lightning. The one that's
Okay.
right in front of me.
All right, that's a dexterity saving throw.
Yes. You have to get a 14.
Yeah, no, that's a natural 6.
Lovely. Okay. So that's gonna be. Hang on. I get full damage. Okay. I.
And then
A
Demi.
bag of D6s that I have exactly for this situation because I'm a smart individual on occasion. Okay.
While you're rolling, I'm gonna run to the restroom real fast.
Sounds good. I'll do math.
That might take a while.
10, 20. Hey guys, guess what? It's 30 damage.
Yes.
We love to
over
see
it.
it. Oh my god.
So, are we
He
betting
will
on
leave
a
you go
cartoon
dunk.
lightning? You see the skeleton flashing in and out. Except for there's no flat.
It's all
flat-
skeleton.
Listen,
Yeah,
she
I was
might be
gonna-
a
it's-
glass
yeah,
cannon,
like,
but she's still a cannon.
Nice.
I don't know what Toby's so worried about. She's
Levy,
got
the
this
walking
handle.
motherfucking death ray.
I don't know what Toby was so nervous about.
I'm so proud of her.
Well, when this is all over, we at least have a wardrobe to make a fire with.
True.
So fucking worth it, guys. Not like we have a druid.
I mean, there's also
plant growth to give us something to burn.
listen, as someone who's camped, and I'm probably not alone in here, I would hope, maybe, who knows, friggin' grasses and whatnot do not make for great fires. They don't last very long.
Yeah,
I
greenwood
mean-
ain't great.
I don't know if
And we can
druids
do what we want.
I don't know if Lich is able to just create wood, but
Just conjures a fucking stack of firewood. It's all perfectly split.
I mean,
I think
I'm sure
recently got the-
I'm sure that he could conjure a tree if he had the stuff for it.
I'm pretty
but,
sure he
like,
was just
we'd have to
recently
still cut that
given
down.
make one free tree.
Yeah, but do we have the wherewithal
When
to
the
cut it
wood's
down?
fresh,
Yeah, we're not using
cut,
that
and
now,
all
but
wet,
And
it'll
also,
take
like,
forever to
I have
catch
axes.
things.
I
Yeah,
have
but, like,
axes.
there's so many
I
things to
rage
consider that
against
too.
the
Like,
tree.
can,
We are
like-
so covered on the firewood thing. All we need is the tree.
well, like, here's
Dude,
the
our
thing,
DM's
though.
gonna
Like,
come back and like look over this patch where she was gone, and she's gonna be like, "Why the fuck are they arguing about firewood?"
but, like,
It's an
really
important
though, like, if we're in the
question.
middle of the tundra, I don't know if there's gonna be like magic or not soil that'll actually, or just ground in general that'll actually support the tree.
It's literally summon one tree. Like,
It just has to be outdoors.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
It'd still be green wood.
Yeah, that wouldn't
But
burn
it's
very well, and it'd be super
something.
smoky.
I mean, sometimes we need to smoke a little meat. Sometimes we are the meat that needs to be smoked.
Well, not hot.
I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think
I've
we
got
need to
no
make the
meat.
party into jerky after just a week ago, maybe Erin almost got eaten. I don't think we need to
God.
season ourselves. Hi, welcome
Hey,
back.
welcome back.
Hi.
You missed a small argument about firewood. We're cool.
That's okay. My house is small. I could actually hear the argument. So, how much damage did you? I'm not sure that it matters
30.
because
30 damage.
yeah, you blast the skeleton to bits.
It's one fucking dead skeleton.
Yay.
She just kind of does one of these of like dusting herself off, like
All right.
after the skeleton like explodes. She's like,
and so with that, it's Demir's turn.
Oh, cool,
You-
cool.
You can get, I'll say you're like right behind Tobias
Cool.
with your movement.
I'm going to kind of look around Toby because I know I can't look over him. And I'm going to cast Misty Step and teleport to right over here somewhere. I think like one of these guys is 30 feet. Cool. That's
Make
my
Move your token.
Yeah.
Just a sec. There we go.
cool. That's my bonus action, and my action is going to be Eldritch Blast.
All right, roll to hit.
Hold on. 12. Oh wait, I have 2 though.
12 actually just hits.
Oh, really? Okay. I got 12 and a 17, so both of them hit. Cool. Okay. That's 19 points of damage to the skeleton on Aaron.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You destroy it. Yes. It's fucking dead. It only had 3 hit points left.
Yeah, Demir just like literally like zips in the room, ice blasts the skeleton, turns to like the crew by the door, and it's just like
wasn't my idea.
why? Did you go picking a fight with some skeletons?
Firewood.
One of
Pointing
them.
at wardrobe.
In our defense, we thought they were just normal corpses.
Nothing is ever normal in a wizard's tower, Lucia says, coming up behind you on the stairs. I leave
we
the
learn
tower
nothing
for
from the
1 second
birdhouse,
and you guys
Aaron?
run off.
Better to take care of this now instead of the middle of the night when everyone's asleep and the person on watch rolls a 1 on perception.
And says, hey, I was going to check for traps.
Levy kind of shrugs and goes, I mean, I didn't know that. I didn't leave home until like a couple months ago.
You don't think one of your 12 bear traps would have caught these shamblers?
We needed firewood. It's a recursive argument. Come at me, bro.
Also, we didn't know. To be fair, we didn't know that they were up here until we came up here to investigate. We're lucky that it was just skeletons, at least what it appears at the moment. Because I'm still fucking betting, and he points the treasure chest in the room, that thing is fucking trapped, knowing our luck.
Well, we don't need to deal with that now. Is the wardrobe trapped?
Yeah, I'm going to use my glint eye to see if any of the objects in this room are magical.
All right. So you hold up a piece of quartz up to your eye and peer through it and just kind of glance around the room. You're not really getting a magical aura off of anything.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like there's any magic left in here. At least.
Could still be normal mechanical traps, though.
So over here there is the treasure chest, and over here there is a desk.
Well, the glint eye allows me to see an object's approximate value in gold pieces.
Mhm.
So
We're not dragging a desk back to sell.
well, no. Does the chest or does the desk seem like more expensive than a desk or chest should be? Because that's a real, like, I think that would be a good way of telling if it's trapped or not, because it would be more expensive.
That's
No.
a good point.
It's good thinking, but no, they do not seem out of the ordinary in price. As far as you know, you don't go furniture shopping very much, given your prior occupation.
That is
Livy's just
very
gonna-
true. I'm just like,
Livy's just gonna-
It's a
what
banana.
can
What
a
can it
desk be? 10 gold pieces?
Livy's just gonna take Mage Hand and smack the dresser with it. Just like, it's Mage Hand.
Take this desk.
So you bitch slap the dresser.
And like, is it trapped?
Did not do anything. It does.
He's gonna start opening the fucking dresser up with the Mage Hand.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Ooh. Fuck.
Oh, the dice are cursed today.
3 total.
Oh no!
The desk seems to be empty.
Cool. And she goes, that one's not trapped. And then she's gonna go across the room a little bit and Mage Hand try to like pat down the chest to see if it's trapped.
Roll an investigation check.
It says,
Oh,
oh, that's
this
one
looks
way.
I rolled another 2, so that's 3 again.
It is not trapped.
Just not trapped. Just straight up. It's fine.
Or as you
There's
know.
nothing.
It's
As
not
far as
trapped.
you
Samira's
know.
going to look
Give
in the
him a lock.
chest. She's curious.
I like open it
Okay.
with Mage Hand.
You
Nothing.
open up the chest, and inside there is a single piece of paper.
Mage Hand it out.
Okay. You pick it up and look at the piece of paper, and there's a crude drawing of a middle finger.
Why is it? That's exactly what I thought was gonna be on the piece of fucking paper. I literally
only
was just
thing
like,
that-
it's just gonna be like a big, like, fuck you.
Either that or dick butt.
Levy just
God.
kind of just goes, just snorts and just like drops it.
Yeah, Zamir can appreciate the humor in that.
It's just like, okay.
Question. Has Hawk reached the top of the stairs yet?
Yeah. I can add.
Okay. I mean, the battle's over. You don't need to put him on the map. I just need to know if he's there.
Whoop.
Is up here more protected against the elements, or is downstairs?
Roll a nature check.
Da, 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 da. Nature. I have no bonuses to this. I rolled a 7.
I mean, it's pretty cold in here either way. It doesn't really seem like it, but there's a giant gaping hole in the wall downstairs.
Well, there's a giant gaping hole in the ceiling from rubble up here.
Is there?
There isn't.
Oh, the stairway's blocked.
The stairway is blocked. It seems like the floor above collapsed into itself, and so this floor is fine.
Well, if there's no traps, I think this would actually be a better place to set up for the night. What is everyone's thoughts?
I'm
Then we
inclined
wouldn't
to
have to pull
agree,
the
but
wardrobe or desk or anything down the stairs. Could just
Well, we're
burn it
gonna
here.
hack it up anyway for firewood.
well, if we're camping up here, it might not be a great idea to light a fire in a closed room. Unless,
Is
of
it a
course,
closed
everyone
room?
enjoys breathing smoke, but
I don't know, the skeletons.
Blow up a wall.
Is there windows?
Licious
Is there air?
it's a
This is
tower.
gonna
I
do
don't
a
think there's
circle.
windows.
Levy's like, I can break things. Like,
and investigate around the room briefly.
All right, roll an investigation check.
On Levy
Something
breaking
above a
things, I was
3.
just like, I'd rather not risk bringing down the rest of the building.
That is a very good point.
12.
fair. Good
Well,
point.
so as
Uh-oh. Avery, you hit the mute button.
thank you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, did
I
she
know
cut out? And then I noticed the symbol. Okay.
Anyway,
You were saying though, yes.
where specifically are you investigating this?
Lish is looking for traps, signs of activity, loot, things of interest.
Okay. As you sort of comb the room, you kind of just in the back of your head think about like this desk was probably intentionally emptied. Because wizards are big fucking nerds and they keep lots of notes on everything. And it would be weird that in a wizard tower like this, there would be no sign of notes or anything of any kind in it. So you just sort of think about that. But while you're looking in like this corner over here, you find a brass key.
Brass key.
I wonder what that goes to.
I kind of hold the key out, gesturing towards Levy, I guess. And Lish is gonna do kind of a more thorough look over the desk.
She takes the key.
All right.
Should I roll again?
Maybe for the
To,
lock downstairs.
should I roll again for specifically the desk?
Please do.
While people investigate, Hawk's going to carefully go back downstairs and start getting ready to move stuff back up.
And she's just gonna kind of hold the key and look around and be like, I don't know about any of you, but I kind of want to save opening any locked doors for a bit later. We were lucky those were just a couple of skeletons. I'd like to
Yes.
rest.
Agreed.
I agree.
She's gonna put the key in her pocket.
I got a 15.
Thank you, Levy.
I also
15.
want to confirm we did
Lish.
not agree to sleep upstairs, correct? Because if we lit a fire, there would be nowhere for the smoke to go.
Are there windows?
Nope.
Downstairs it is.
No.
Yeah, we will be camping
No.
downstairs. So Hawk, you don't have to worry about
Okay.
taking anything upstairs.
Okay.
Okay. So Lish, in investigating the desk, you're noticing that it seems to have been built for a larger than average individual. Not like huge, but someone maybe a little bigger than human sized.
Big.
Goliath big, or like Baron Vladimir Harkonnen big?
Bit of both.
A big,
Large.
a large boy, a unit.
No false bottoms or secret traps that I can find in it. Okay.
Nope.
We'll find any false bottoms when we chop it up.
This desk has been purposefully emptied.
Well, shall we rest?
Levy is already very pointedly like setting up her shit. She's just gonna fucking like,
you
she's
guys
like,
head
good
back
night.
Bye.
Yeah, like wherever we agreed to fucking rest, she's just like, okay.
What are we doing for watches?
I can take one.
As always, Hawk's. Oh wait, am I muted? No, I'm not. Good.
No, we can.
As always, Hawk's up for a watch because sentry mode.
Elish and Hawk usually split it.
I can
We've got 2 insomniacs in the party.
I can take a turn if we need. Also, DM. Sleeping in armor. I don't know what it's like in this edition, and I have plate mail.
Mhm.
I don't believe that you can sleep in heavy armor. You would have to take it off.
I think you get exhaustion levels if you don't.
So just strip down to the gabison underneath, which is like
Yeah.
what? Leather equivalent.
Mhm.
Well,
It wouldn't count as armor on its own.
Ah, I found some written
It
stuff
would
about that.
count as clothing.
I found some written stuff about the armor thing. Apparently it says that when you finish a long rest in medium or heavy armor, you gain only 1/4 of your spent hit dice, minimum 1 die. I think that's most for short rest. So but if you have any levels of exhaustion, the rest doesn't reduce your level of exhaustion. Something like that, at least. Apparently it's somewhere in
I
Xanathars.
mean, that works for me.
Yeah.
well, if somebody wouldn't mind helping me get off my stupid plate armor, I'd be willing to elaborate some more if you all have some more questions.
Aaron will go over.
uh but yeah, no. So my dad gave me some basic information on you guys so I would be able to find you. But these dreams are not how he usually gives me information. Do you guys have any? I've been meaning to ask you about that. These are not something that I'm used to.
Oh, we've all been having dreams.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I know of mine are how my ancestors communicate with me, but I think Mir and I think Toby and definitely Levy have all dreamt things.
We got attacked in mine.
We met we met one of our allies in mine.
So no rhyme or reason, just future events.
We have theories.
Dreams generally occur shortly before we meet the individuals that appear within them.
Well, That is odd.
Decidedly.
And I'm an expert.
And we didn't dream of you, did we? Like, just posing the question, like nobody had a dream about this like weird lady, right?
Tobias
hope-
shakes his head no.
I would hope that
Question.
somebody would say.
Yes, Avery.
So during Demir and Lish's trip, did the voice we hear at the end of it sound familiar?
Sounded familiar, but it is not Valk's voice.
Okay. And Demir's not saying anything.
Well, at which point, Valk is now out of her metal plate and tabard, and she's just straight up like off the shoulder peasant top because, you know, feather issues. And so you can kind of see that down her back, she has like rogue feathers occasionally. And she's just in like boots and breeches and is just kind of big, strong woman, but just weirdness occasionally.
Aaron's gonna say, "Oh, sorry. Not trying to be weird, but," and he's looking at your back. "Is that what we're supposed to look like?"
Just the biggest sigh, just like there is no supposed to when it come to the Ophanim born.
Okay.
That's kind
And
of
you
comforting. isn't
Just
it?
and when you ask about them, her feathers kind of Kingsley's unhappy. But yeah, the feathers kind of, you can tell there's agitation behind the question. And she kind of settles them back down. And
Okay. Sorry.
yeah. Speaking of which, I know what Demir looks like. I know what Lish looks like. I don't actually know what everyone else looks like.
Do you want to just do a quick round of character descriptions then?
I would
Yes.
appreciate it.
Or I can also just link a full body that I've drawn of Tobias in the.
Come to think of it, we
chat
do
right now.
also have the character description
Does.
channel in the Discord.
Oh yeah.
don't know that
But
I've
I wouldn't
issued
mind going
that.
through a round of verbal descriptions.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
haven't you
that'd be
guys
fun.
updated your appearances since last time you've done it on stream?
Not really, I don't think. Nobody's had like a a huge cosmetic overhaul as far as I know.
No magic.
Aaron got
Ghibli
some new
haircuts?
tattoos.
Aaron did get some new tats, but I think that's about it.
Some tats, dog.
Big
Or like
deal.
some angelic gang
Right.
signs.
If no one wants to start,
Yes,
I don't mind going
actually.
first.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, sure. So Hawk's mostly dressed in shades of green. He's got some standard leather armor that's sort of just piecemealed on him. But it mostly matches at least. He's got a oaken mask that's got a sort of bird-like visage. If you've seen any art of Hawk at all, you probably have a clear idea what that looks like. And on his, was it the right or left wrist? Let me check. But he's got a leather wristband with blue beads and a singular feather. Which one is it? Which one is it? Left wrist. Left wrist. Okay.
Oh yes, there's the tokens. Just zooming in.
Yeah. All right. So that's Hawk.
Yeah. Aaron's holler. Okay, skinned Azamar. He's mostly wearing loose true color clothes with a leather vest on. And he's got, 20 years longer blue hair up in a ponytail, and a horrible burn scar across inside of his face. And I think, he's gonna take off his shirt and turn around. So he's also covered in tattoos and burn scars, marring all of his tattoos. And then on his back, he has what's clearly a little couple of tattoos outlining where his wings come out.
So many pictures. But yeah, and Lish is the big sexy elf.
Yes.
And I've seen a lot of demure art.
I would imagine, yes.
Lish looks like he's not meant to be wearing as little clothing as he should in this winter environment.
Just total.
He should wear even less.
Only things that don't get cold.
Winter is a tits out.
Polar
world.
bears and feyhos.
Hey.
I linked, well, it's not so much link, but I did a reply to the 2 images of Tobias in the art and character, and I added you, so that way you'll be able to click the reply message and it'll zip you right up there to show you the images.
Yes, it is good art.
Boy.
Y'all talented artists. I
did
I,
the
I
same
can't
thing.
God, I hope so. I have a fucking degree in it.
Paid good money for those skills, goddammit.
I can do 3D. I can't do 2D.
I mean, hey, everyone's got their forte. I can do pictures, but I can't do like drawing.
I'm a jack of all trades, master of absolutely fuck all. So
All right. Is it about good for you,
Uh-huh.
Lars?
Yeah, I have a much more solid understanding of everyone now.
I mean, everybody's also bundled for the cold at the moment, so everybody's
Oh
kind of
right,
decked out
yeah.
in their
Hawk
furs
also
and
had
shit.
Hawk did like borrow a fur blanket.
Same.
Fake it till you make it.
And by borrow, we both mean
Listen, this man's
steal.
lived in the forest for 3 years. He doesn't know what cold is.
And yeah, basically it's just kind of this ragtag team of actually pretty normal looking characters.
Yeah, nobody's actually like
besides
super
Yeah,
crazy.
as
Just
far
look
as D&D
like
parties
people.
go, we seem like we might just be people.
Yeah.
Uh,
Demir
Except
just
for
like
Mr. Mask over here.
Demir
Traveling
is just
band
like
of-
a very pretty girl with like kind of messy, chopped short hair. She's got freckles.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all now that we're not in the middle of flying on owls or fighting for our lives, being more down than up.
Yes. I'm
Uh,
a small
I
part of
enjoyed
me
the
does already
owls.
regret coming out here because it's put us all in danger, but hopefully we can walk out of this with something positive.
It's worth
Levy,
it
as
to have
she-
tried.
Levy, as she tucks herself in, kind of says, I mean, when haven't we been in danger, and just kind of settles herself down to sleep on that kind of
Fair point.
vaguely bitter note.
Yeah.
danger. It's the adventurer's life.
Demir is going to find a place to sit that is near Toby and Levy and Lish if he is around to get the maximum amount of body heat that she can leech. And she is going to spend the next hour attuning to the crystal ball.
Hey!
Oh, who's working on fire?
Oh, that's basically just handled. Hawk's got prestidigitation because of Arcane Archer being neat. So he's able to just like I'll actually describe it since it's been forever since I've actually done this. Once the wood's all piled up, he sort of
I
like.
meant more the murdering of the
Oh.
desk.
Oh. Well, I mean, Aaron's got a giant axe, so.
Yeah, I can go do that. No go.
Just
Upstairs,
break
I
it
guess.
into a couple chunks, throw it down the stairs.
Fireman,
metal.
Crack, crack.
fireman brigade. Getting it down.
Mhm.
Yeah, once that's set up, Hawk sort of like piles it up into something vaguely resembling an actually normal campfire, and then sort of just like snaps at it and points. It's like an actual faint spark as he commands out light and Sylvan, and the fire just like a small fire starts in the center and starts to sort of spread among the rest of the wood.
Oh god, there's more stuff. Yeah. Anyway. Oh. Is there any more?
Keep getting up. It's kitten bastard hours.
It's okay.
Does anybody have any other specific questions of good old Valk, or is it nap time?
Tobias would actually like to ask her a couple questions. So just to make sure I'm not like missing anything.
Mhm.
All she mentioned was that she had dreams telling her information about us.
Imagery of you guys
Imagery.
and where we would meet.
Okay. And it was over the
the-
course of multiple dreams?
DM?
Just a one dream.
Okay, just the one dream, but it matched the information given by my dad, who kind of nudges me in certain directions, but
And she said that receiving information through dreams and stuff, that's not a normal occurrence.
No, that is not how my dad communicates, so I was kind of weirded out by it.
Then Tobias will ask, how does your father normally communicate with you?
But voice in my head, basically. Have I seen my dad?
You have once when you were young. He appeared to you and told you you have a defined destiny, blah, blah, blah. But mostly he just speaks to you telepathically.
Okay. You were brought into this world for a divine purpose.
Yeah,
I ain't
pretty much.
telling you it.
That's
The
nice, Dad.
clergy-
Can we go get ice cream now?
The clergy,
I'm just
you're going to be a
supposed
holy
play
symbol.
catch with
No,
you
thank
in
you.
the park.
You're going to be a holy warrior. No, thank you. I'm doing my own thing, bitches.
Aaron flinches when you mention his dad being a voice in his head.
Her, but yeah.
Okay. The other thing, after her response to Tobias, will ask, you mentioned that orphans? Is that the word that
Ophonyms.
Ophonyms. Okay.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I am not one who is knowledgeable about these things. Would you be willing to tell me what exactly they are?
In the common tongue, they are more often referred to as throne angels, and they are messengers for the gods. My father is in the service of Tyr. That, yes, the funky angels. And so they are basically glorified clerks for the gods, but they do more than just that too. And again, there's a reason why they don't typically have heirs, because they're not built of the same stuff as the rest of the angels. They're kind of less humanoid and recognizable of this world. They're kind of more out there.
I see. God, it's pretty certain there's like one other thing. Can't remember off the top of my head though. I think that might be it for the moment. I guess like after that final question and Valk responds to us to say, "Thank you for indulging me and answering my questions."
My history is what it is. It's how you move forwards is important.
Wiser words haven't been spoken.
Out of character. Looks at Hawk.
I actually got
red
up to
eyes.
clean. I actually got up to clean out a coffee mug and put it in the sink. So I actually don't know what jab that was, but I'm going to agree anyway.
No, I was saying your history is what it is. It's what you choose to do moving forwards. And while Valk doesn't know your issues, I do.
Oh yeah, because you've been following along, haven't you?
Avery's been gushing about what's been going on in game.
I'm honestly glad that she gushes about Hawk. It's always great to hear that people enjoy my characters. Because like I personally think that he's a weirdo, but
Oh, aren't all D&D characters weirdos?
I mean, yeah, but
How many of the characters in this party alone don't know how to have fun?
that's Lish's biggest hang up with us.
Once we're out of this goddamn wizard tower, y'all fuckers are gonna learn how to have fun.
I should amend. Don't know how to have
you
fun.
how to have some fun.
No, don't know how to have fun if it's not like in a field of flowers or like a snowbank or a tree.
Very true. We're slowly working our way up towards
Listen,
human enjoyment,
listen.
not animal enjoyments.
Listen, give him a break. He's 10.
That's true. Poor Hawk. He's baby.
I just thought of a potential last question for Tobias to ask Valk.
Yes.
What do you plan to do once you find whatever it is that you're looking for in this tower?
Well, I have agreed to. Well, I suppose I should probably more explain what's going on. While I am not a proper member of the Church of Tyr nor the Church of Torm, I am a trusted ally of them and have agreed to retrieve a. Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. Doomstone?
Ruinstone.
Sorry, what?
Ruinstone.
Ruinstone. I have agreed to retrieve a Ruinstone on behalf of Master Whistling Torrent. At which point I have to get that back to get that to a safe location, and then with your guys' help in doing so, I suppose I will owe you guys a favor in return.
What is a Ruinstone?
My understanding of what a Ruinstone is it warps the fabric of reality for the benefit of a being. However, the costs of doing so are inherently evil. I was not informed more of its function, but I should recognize it when we find it.
DM, would I know anything about this? Can I make a check?
Roll an Arcana check.
12.
12. You've heard of artifacts that can warp reality in some form or another. the really powerful ones might have terrible side effects, like someone can be erased from reality, or one of their allies can be erased if they're not careful. It's a very dangerous, they can be very dangerous artifacts in the hands of the wrong people.
Hence why I've been charged with getting it into the hands of not the wrong people, or the chance of it falling into the hands of the wrong people.
Cool.
Makes sense. Thank
Sounds
you.
very dangerous indeed.
That's all of Toby's questions.
Lish, why the verifying?
I mean, Lish just kind of quirks a brow at you, like, why not?
Well, it was kind of jarring. I feel so cold now in comparison.
Did you
Hawk's like actually not only huddled up in that blanket, but is also using a bedroll for the first time since you've met him.
Lish kind of notes this, and kind of looks interested a little bit. It's just like, did you enjoy it?
Hard to say. Like I said, it's very strange and jarring. And I could sort of, looking back at the time, I didn't realize, but looking back, I don't think I was able to think as clearly as I am now.
Well, you were a bear.
Well, yes, not to call bears stupid or anything, but it certainly does make sense.
They have their own strengths.
Mm-hmm. Every animal does.
Intelligence just isn't one of them. Hence the bear traps.
Yes, fair point. But I'm not sure if I would want to do that again. I appreciate the gesture, and I appreciate that it kept me safe, but I think it would be wiser to put it on someone else.
In the heat of the moment, when everybody kept collapsing, you didn't think it was helpful.
Well, I can't argue against its helpfulness, but Hawkstar just like looks over at Valk and like considers for a moment before looking back at Lish and saying, "It's very strange having flesh."
I would like to roll an insight check.
Insight check.
20.
Yeah, he's serious, completely deadpan serious, which just raises questions of its own.
At which point, like, you're talking about this, Valk is like setting up their little corner, and they just kind of go,
Excuse me?
turn to you, even though, like, again, you don't see eyes, but just like, what?
You truly don't want me to transform you again. I won't. But I get the feeling that it is simply discomfort from what is new.
What?
Lish is like
Aaron,
Hold on a moment.
has also been setting his stuff up right next to Valk. And at responding, he's gonna turn to Valk and say, that's Hawk's business.
At which point it's just like
It's Hawk's
Valk
business.
doesn't even like turn to you and is just staring. Okay, not staring daggers, but staring daggers just directly at Hawk, just like, what?
It's Hawk's business whether or not he has flesh, Valk, okay?
I would
Listen,
like
some
to.
of us are born without certain
It's a
things.
really personal thing, okay? Some of us just don't have flesh.
I would like to double down and use my divine sense on him again, just going. Brr.
No, he's not undead, but he's not necessarily alive either.
I know, but I would still like be like,
Oh,
what
yeah,
the
of
fuck?
course,
Just using every layer of like tapping into the weave of the universe to see if I can detect anything. And do. The number you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please try again later.
Yeah,
Good.
you're only getting that faint divine sense from Erin. You're not getting anything from Hawk.
At which point it's just like, so you ain't undead, but you don't have flesh. What sort of check would that be?
It's a
Um,
touch check. to
Oh.
tap.
Hawk, as I'm gonna say that Hawk, as a quick aside.
How about intelligence check? Roll an
Just-
intelligence
well,
check.
Okay, after that, I do have something I want to do. Though.
9.
Nine.
You know what?
Before responding to Lish, Hawk sort of like does an aside to Valk and says, "It's a rare skin condition, a lack thereof, really." I'm gonna roll bluff for that.
Roll
He's learning how to have fun. Okay, you should be proud.
disadvantage because what the fuck?
So you
se-
do a deception.
So that's a
Can I counteract the
17
disadvantage
or...
by fucking saying
Okay, we're going
like,
with 17 because the second roll was a
sensitive
natural
about
20. It's a 17.
And so what? Insight
It's
on
a-
my end?
It's a,
Yeah, insight.
you know,
To see if he can see through the lie.
17.
14.
I mean,
He doesn't have skin.
he's got a joking tone, but you have a feeling it's more serious than anything.
No flesh, no skin.
He's
What?
very sensitive about
It's
it.
a rare skin
It's gallows
condition.
humor.
It's a skin condition. I don't have any.
But yeah, to address Lish, he's like, as beneficial as it is, I would prefer that you use it on someone else. Sorry.
Fortunate for you. Just kind of shrugs.
All right. Now, that said, I guess I do owe Valkyria a real answer.
You don't know her anything.
I think it's fine. And of course, he just takes off the mask, pulls down the hood too, for good measure. And what Valk sees is something that's sort of skeletal in nature, but also just completely not. This quote unquote skeleton has no visible mouth or nose. It's just flat, patinaed, or is it patinaed? Patinaed brass.
Patina is
Patina.
correct.
Patinaed is correct. Thank you. It's just flat patinaed brass and a pair of faintly glowing green lights for eyes.
Hold on. My brain is making me do something.
Yeah.
Patinaed.
Patinaed, yeah. Like
Ugh.
you ever look at you ever go to like an antique store
No,
and see like a metal
I'm
thing?
familiar. I'm familiar.
Yeah, okay. Like it's just like unpolished,
Mhm.
basically.
So, at which point, Valk kind of walks over and just looks and goes, "God, that's beautiful."
I.
So,
You
did
get the
someone
feeling
design you, or just
yes I was created by
Because someone put a
someone.
lot of effort into that then. And she's just marveling at you more than anything else.
Hawk's sort of just like pushing his index fingers together a little.
Ooh woo.
You have never seen anything like this before. You do know that there are people who make clockwork things but on a smaller scale, like usually not any bigger than a goat, for example.
So he's more clockwork
The
looking
fact
than
that
golem looking.
Someone was able to make something humanoid that can think for itself is marvelous.
I'm sorry. Is he more golem-esque or more
Yes.
clockwork-esque?
More on the side of clockwork, but there's surprisingly not too many moving parts.
So at which point I'm just like,
More
so
clockwork.
Yeah.
so are you like a golem granted life, or do you know? Just
Well,
completely, just all formalities out the window and just fucking fascinated.
well, as has been explained to me, and as I've explained to the others before, my creator said that I was more spell than machine. So it might, I'm not too familiar with the concept of golems, but it might be somewhat. What does make a golem?
Isn't it a bonding of an extraplanar being, usually a less intelligent elemental, to the appropriate body?
Roll an Arcana check, both of you.
All right.
Nope.
I'm rolling kind of decently today. That's a 10 unmodified, so that would be a 12.
12. Neither of you guys really know too much about the process that goes into making golems. However, you do know that for 4 and 12, you guys do know that there's a certain energy in both the elemental planes and in people's lives and of themselves. You can capture pieces of these and harness them, usually into a core of some sort, and then use this energy to essentially power a creature device of various different sorts of materials or flesh or whatever, and essentially use this either elemental or life energy as a sort of battery.
Mhm.
But you don't know the details.
We do know that golems are dumb, though, right?
Hawk has fought two of
Can
them
you guys
back in
hear me
Tasha's
all right?
caravan, so
Yeah, you're just kind of
Maybe Tasha,
entering
you
robo
can't
mode
hear me.
occasionally.
you're doing a better Warforged impression than Hawk is.
Some. Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, the voice seems to have fixed itself.
This is what happens when you use school laptops.
Yeah.
Video is worse, audio is better.
Yeah, but you know, it's a solution for now. Hopefully, things get sorted out soon. But yes,
well, if you can hear me.
we can hear you.
If you can hear me now, do you need me to repeat what I had said?
No,
we
we
were
heard
able to make it
everything.
out. It was just like really slow and stuttery because the computer stopped. But
Okay.
we understood you. No problems.
Cool.
Well, I wouldn't call myself dumb, but maybe there is a sort of a similarity in concept. Though what I was given to understand was that I was not borrowed from another place, as far as I know, as far as he knows, anyway. Even I don't know every detail about my creation, but I suppose the important thing is that I'm here and I'm still here.
How would Valk react? Do you want me to ask my dad, see if he's heard of anything like you in his travels?
I don't think there's quite a need. I personally have never met another like me, and
this could be a potential opportunity. I don't think it would be wise to let this pass.
Oh, you do have a point. All right. If you're willing to do so, I guess I would appreciate that.
I can't guarantee he'll know an answer or answer. He's cagey when it comes to information, but I will do my best for your sake.
Thank you.
Is talking to my dad like I have to do a divine spell of some kind, or is it just like, yo, dad, can you answer me?
Dad, the Wi-Fi's out again.
Well, if you're referring to like the Azamar ability to try to communicate with her Deva, you would need to sort of do a ritual for that to try to contact the divines. You can sit and take a moment and set up candles or incense or whatever you think that would make your father answer you, and then I would have you roll a religion check.
Perhaps, Hawk, it would be wise to give Valkyrie as much information about your creator as you can. Since she's looking for information about your creation, even a description could help.
As far as I know, I'm the only one that he ever created, but maybe you are right, and her father would be able to tell somehow how he came up with the idea, or if he was inspired by something.
Precisely.
Well, damn, I haven't actually thought about his physical description. Oops.
Well, insert physical description here.
I'd say I would imagine that he's at least mostly human. Or Avery, would you say that he's part drow? Uh-oh.
Yes, he's mostly human, but there is some drow ancestry within the Martian line.
Okay.
He's got brown skin. Here.
Skin.
Wouldn't what he does be more helpful than what he necessarily looks like?
As far as
I
Could
got
you-
none of that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If Valkyria says that what he does is more helpful in his description, then maybe Hawk will just stop like partway through and go, "Oh, well, he called himself an artificer. He is the son of a noble family in the Eastern continent. He was traveling for a while before he came back home. And then I was born in a sense about 5 years before he passed, but well, the timing on that is a little complicated.
As is the passing of any. I guess the term would be father in your case.
Creator, father, either or.
Mother.
Not a mother, no.
Okay, at which point I guess Valk sets up like a semicircle of candles, takes her tabard and lays it across her lap as she's sitting cross-legged. Lays the warhammer, which is kind of how she channels her divinity mostly, on her lap. And she basically goes, "It might be a good idea if you guys step back." At which point she looks up, her wings open, and she starts chanting in that odd form of celestial again. "Yo, Dad, what up? Can I get some info?"
Aaron's as close as he feels like he can get to that.
all right. Roll a religion check.
I would like to take 2 seconds to see which dice is treating me well, because I would like this to actually go well. Wait, nope. It's big dice time. Nat 20, bitches.
Okay. So you as you reach towards the heavens, your eyes looking towards as you raise your arms over your head, you get it's almost as if your consciousness is a shooting star, You fly out of your body and out of the tower, rush across the landscape, and you're heading southwards, and you recognize the country of Saya as you travel, as you travel in the shooting star form. You can see farmland, and in the distance to the east, you can see mountains. And as your vision starts to fall as you land, you recognize the city of Iera and the Legacy Quarry, and you're in between them, but a little bit to the west. As your vision fades.
So I'm transported to a city, and to the west, my vision fades.
You yourself weren't transported.
My consciousness.
You saw a vision of yourself as a star. Yeah. As in, the cities, the city of Iera and Legacy Quarry, in the hills between them.
Is this all the information I get, or am I speaking to my dad at this point?
That is what your dad showed you.
Okay. And so I'm just gifted this vision. I'm not gifted a chance to talk to my father, correct?
Correct.
Okay. As I come out of it, I relay all the information I can to Hawk. And I kind of have a moment of, I wish I had more, but this is what I was granted.
Hawk seems pensive, and then he says, "So, you asked about my father, and you were shown that?"
I asked about your father and you, and that's the information my father gave me. My father is a firm believer of doing things for yourself, but he does offer you guidance of where to start. So
Then maybe
hopefully
maybe that's somewhere I need to find then.
it'll grant you the ability to go forwards and find the information you need.
Since I've got a couple of locations ahead of me then. You may not think that that was very helpful, but I disagree. It's more direction than I was expecting. Thank you very much.
It is my pleasure to aid you, as in you are aiding me.
All right, I have a new little thing to put into the Hawk note sheet. Cool.
Valk did a thing.
Yay!
Ooh.
I do think we'd need to address Toby's message.
Toby has a message? What?
Oh, we're approaching one and we're having tech difficulties.
Yeah.
And we still have most of a dungeon left.
Yeah, because things just don't seem to be agreeing with us today, it might be a good idea to call it as soon as we sleep.
Yeah, before
Hopefully
we
things play
sleep, I have
nicer.
stuff that I wanted to do.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So like if we're kind of like settling in for the night, Demir is going to stay up through the first watch at least, probably. And I want to use my new scrying eye.
Yeah, scry guy. Oh, you can scry the thing that I just talked about.
Maybe.
So the first, so Demir has been like kind of playing with this crystal ball of hers for a while, and she's kind of like turning it over, looking at it, and the first person she's going to think of is she's going to scry on Oathsy.
All right, let me see if it makes saving throw.
He should have a -5 to his save, since I'm familiar with him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, he rolled a natural 11, so. So, as you focus on the thoughts of Offsea, and you lean closer to the crystal ball, clouds sort of seem to swirl in it that only you can see. And the clouds part, and you can make out the face of Offsea. His hair is kind of hanging loose around his face instead of being pulled back as it had been before. And looking around, you can see that he is sitting on a table in a rather cluttered room. Shelves are lining the walls with an odd mixture of woodworking tools and medical equipment. He's chatting kind of idly with a gnomish woman who's unfamiliar to you. She has a tuft of pink hair and an undercut, and she's wearing round gold-rimmed glasses over blue eyes, and she seems to be taking measurements of Offsea's remaining leg, marking the measurements down on a scrap of parchment paper next to her on the table. You can see that Offsea is just kind of chatting idly, like, oh, I don't get to Royus very often, so this is a pleasant visit. Just idle, friendly chit chat.
Yeah. Like while Demir is watching this, she's just going to like, it's good to see he's safe. And telepathically, she accidentally sent that to him. She is still learning the way that this ball works. So OC just hears Demir in his head.
Oh boy.
That message specifically too.
Offsea hears that, and he says to Gnomish woman, hold on just a second. Damir?
OC?
Can you hear me now?
Is something going on, or are you all right?
Just checking in. Sorry. Toby's doing great.
Like, and you can see that, like, Offsea's kind of like turning around a little bit and looking like he's familiar with how sending works, but this is different since you guys are able to go back and forth. And at this point, the gnomish woman kind of like, sir, I need you to stay still. I'm trying to take measurements.
Sorry, new magic item. I'm glad you're well. We'll be headed south eventually, soon.
Well, I'm glad you're well. Please visit anytime you like, and keep an eye on Tobias for me.
Of course, he's in very good hands. And yeah, she'll drop the scry and kind of come out of it and just be like, oh, that's what that does.
Watching her like judge.
And she'll is Toby awake, or did he go to sleep?
Since he's not on a watch, he would be asleep.
Okay, then she won't say anything. And she's going to kind of go and turn back to the scrying eye, and she's going to try and cast scrying on Hawk's dad.
All right.
Ooh.
Let me remind me of the DC for that magic item again.
It is 17.
Okay.
Although he may get a plus
jump-
or minus depending on.
He actually makes his save. So you try to scry on him, but it's as if you've hit a wall.
Okay, then I'm
Nothing saying you can't try again later, though.
Okay, so I get the sense that like I hit something, not that there wasn't anything there.
Yes.
Okay.
That's actually kind of huge.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's got some dirt.
Lots
yeah,
of dirt.
so that I think Demir is like kind of going to like look at the ball, kind of curious about it, and tuck it back away into her bag. And that's what she wanted to do for the night.
All right. And with that, we will call session early, and because the cutting out is getting annoying.
Yeah.
Just lost Felix.
And
Yeah.
we can pick up
Next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed that
Yeah.
like
So,
the stars don't misalign
thanks
next
for
week.
playing today, guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yes.
It's great. Good to know. It's great to get to know Valk a little better.
I'm
Yeah,
And also
yeah.
great
It was nice
to
actually playing with you.
freaking hear about all this other stuff too. Oh my god, he's alive.
that was
Holy shit.
helpful.
Do we get to take our long rest, or are we?
You get to take your long rest. You can regain all your hit points and spells slots and blah 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 blah.
Better question. Do we
We'll
level up?
pick up there next week.
Yay! Thank
Alright.
you.
See you guys then.
Try.
Goodbye.
Good session.
Bye.